Hey guys, who's picking a cheer?
Today we're going to do 6 binomial radical expressions. Our objective is to add and subtract radical expressions. The essential understanding: you can combine the like radicals using properties of real numbers. So, in order to add or subtract radicals, we need the same index and the same radicand. Then we just add or subtract the coefficients. So, can we simplify 3 square root 5x minus 2 square root 5x? Yes, we can, because we have the same index and the same radicand. Therefore, we just do 3 minus 2, which is 1 square root of 5x. Here we have square root, but we have different radicands. Therefore, this is simplified. Sometimes we will need to simplify our radicals before we could add or subtract. So we need to simplify the square root of 12 into 4 and 3, which is 2 and 2. I have a group of 2, so this is 2 radical 3. 75 is 25 and 3, 5 and 5. I have a group of 5s plus 5 radical 3. Minus root 3. Now I can do 2 plus 5 minus 1, which would be 6 radical 3. Multiplying binomial radical expressions. If we have 2 binomials, we need 2 FOILs, so 4 times 5, 20. 4 times 4 root 2 is plus 16 root 2. 2 root 2 times 5 is plus 10 root 2. Root 2 radical 2 root 2 times 4 root 2 is plus, we multiply outsides and insides. 8 root 4, but root 4 is really 2, so 8 times 2 is 16. Combine like terms, 20 plus 16 is 36. 16 root 2 plus 10 root 2 is plus 26 root 2. Multiplying conjugates. Conjugate is when we have the opposite sign and it's going to cancel the middle term. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times root 7 is plus 5 root 7 minus 5 root 7 minus square root of 7 times 7. These two middle terms cancel. We're left with 25 minus square root of 7 times 7, or the square root of 7 squared is 7. 25 minus 7 is 18. In order to rationalize a denominator with a binomial as our denominator, we have to multiply by our conjugate, which is just taking the opposite sign. So I'm going to do 3 root 2 times root 5, which is 3 root 10. 3 root 2 plus root 2 is plus 3 root 4, which is 3 times 2, over root 5 times root 5 is 5. Root 5 times 2 is plus root 10. Negative root 2 times root 5 is minus root 10. And negative root 2 times root 2 is minus 2. Middle terms cancel. We are left with 6 plus 3 root 10 over 3. Since we have a common factor of 3 in our numerator, we have to factor that out. And I can now cancel my denominator completely, so my final simplified answer would be 2 plus square root of 10. You guys try this problem.